sorry for the delayed start. It's a little bit hectic here. Unfortunately, I got caught out with the little boy earlier on today. And below, you can see the Leeds starting 11, and some surprises with Gracia. I don't know what his train of thought is, but it seems a bit of an unusual one at the back here. We'll start with at the beginning, and we've got Meslier in nets. Christensen's down at the right back. Koch and Cooper are in the middle, playing in the centre back positions. And then the thought is that Woba's going to be playing as a left back for us today. It just seems a little bit, I don't know, like anything with Leeds, isn't it? It's disjointed, sort of bit of lighting out. Disjointed, we're all at sea. I don't know if Woba's going to be effective in that position for us or not. I'm going to have a bit of chocolate because, I'm starting to get a bit worried about this. McKenny, Rocker playing this pivot holding midfield role. Aronson and Somerville are going to be supporting Rodrigo going forward. And Rodrigo is down as the lone striker. Today, the lone number 9. Weird. As for Fulham, well, obviously we've got to talk about Fulham being the home side. Excuse me. Dark chocolate is the best, isn't it? And a couple of changes there, I think, for them. Obviously, they've got Mitrovic out on that 8-game ban. And of course, Dan James is ineligible to play against us. So that is two good bits of good news for Leeds. Not much else really to report in the build-up. Not much from Fulham either. I've had a little look at a couple of Fulham YouTubers, and Fulhamish have Leeds down for a 3-1 defeat today. So a 3-1 home win to them. A lot of other Leeds fans I've seen are pretty much saying the same. We're probably going to go here and get beat today, and there is a descendancy amongst the fans. A lot of the fans are not happy, feeling quite despondent about Leeds, our chances of staying up. And I think whenever we're despondent, there's more chance of that happening. So we're going to have to try and remain positive. We're going to have to try and think that, we've got all of this talent in our squad, and we should start producing results. We should be producing results. We've produced a few results under Gracia, more than what we had under Marsh, and I think, I still believe this is the guy who's going to keep us up. I believe he'll keep us up, and I hope they'll offer him a longer term contract sooner rather than later, get his name nailed down, and at least then he's not poached by any other offers from any other clubs. I think that he's going to be an asset to us. He knows his football, and that's why I think we should keep him in. Let's face it as well, who's going to want to take over Leeds United in the middle of a takeover battle with, or I say a takeover battle, a takeover proposition from the 49ers at this stage. A lot of managers, I think, are probably just going to turn us down on that basis. And stand by while I just mute whatever that is in front of me. I just don't see who we're going to get in. There is talk going around online about a number of other about another couple of managers who have been previously mentioned. I don't think that that's going to be a good idea. I don't think that they're going to be any more likely to keep us in the Premier League than anybody else. There we go. Yeah, audio is okay. So, just doing a quick audio check, make sure. Fulham's their lineup is Leno, Tete, Tosin, Ream, Robinson, Reed, João Paulina, Wilson, Pereira, Willian, and De Cordova Reed. I remember clearly watching that last game, Leeds and Fulham at Craven Cottage, and they were very happy to spring us on the counter attack. They did it a couple of times, and there were all sorts of defensive problems during that match. Again, we've been there twice this season and lost. Oh, sorry, we've lost twice this season against Fulham, and a lot of Leeds fans are a little bit despondent. I don't know how it's going to work today. I'm pleased that we've got Wober in. I'm also pleased that we're starting with Wober, but I'm not so sure about putting him in a left-back position. But whatever it takes to help that back line and stop the threat from Fulham has got to be a good thing. No start or no sign of Nonto. I was right about that. If you watch any of my content, I predicted that he wouldn't start Nonto, and I was right. Yay! It's nice to be right about something. Has he got Nonto on the bench? Yes, he has. On the bench, we've got Eiling, Firpo, Forshaw, Bamford. Interesting that he's put Firpo on the bench. I didn't see that coming, but it could be an injury, could that? Bamford, as we know, it could be some kind of injury. There was a thought that he could be 50-50 Strauch. Interestingly, a number of other Leeds YouTubers said this week that they would drop Meslier and put Robles in to start with, and that hasn't happened. A number of voices are disgruntled about Meslier's performance. 11 shots against him in the last 2 games, 11 goals conceded. So it's not very good. That's the stat that I saw elsewhere online. I can't tell you exactly where that is, but that's what I'm led to believe happened. Sinistera, Rutter and Nonto on the bench for Leeds today. Hello, and it is Bandy Vanowski is here. I am not sold on our top scorer Rodrigo, our midfield maestro rocker. No, I'm not either. But Rodrigo is he's got more goals than Mitrovic. He's got more goals than Mitrovic, and I think when you look at it, probably fewer appearances as well. I mean, I'd hazard a guess. Rodrigo has, he's a reliable finisher. He's a good finisher for us, and compared to, there's probably only 1 or 2 other players who can finish as well as Rodrigo in front of goal. I'm not so sure. Nonto, the boy wants to work. The boy can do the work. We must let him work. I totally agree. In respect of, I want to see him coming on today. I want to see him getting a lot of good minutes for us as well. And interestingly, Bandy, I don't know if you know this. Do you read your comments on your videos? I don't know if you do or not, but if you do, or if you don't, let me rephrase that. If you don't, Leedsbird Rants has been in one of your videos about a month ago, and she said, when are we going to do a collab? Have you done a collab yet? I mean, if you have, I've missed it. So let me know what the situation is with that. The view count keeps going all over the place, Bandy. So you really should do a collab. I mean, I'll always be happy to have you on. I've been into your channel and I had a look at. It was the video entitled "No BS." Free hits or something like that, and I completely agree with that. I spent 18 minutes today watching that, and I really enjoyed watching it. I know it's an old video, but YouTube served it up on my homepage, so I thought I'll go in there and have a look, see what he's got to say for himself. And I keep seeing you popping up in these other Leeds streams and stuff like that. 'Tis still pending. Good. Well, I imagine Kate over there. She's probably, her channel is exploding. It really is exploding. She's on 1,600 subs at the minute, and I think she and I started at about the same time. But her daily podcast. I've never been one to listen to podcasts. I've never really pursued it. But the more I've seen her come up on my page, I'm like, oh, I'm just compelled to see what she's got to say, because I mean some of it's totally controversial. Some of it is really, really bad. You know, I mean, some of it is just delightful. It really is. I mean, and you know, she's open. She admits some of the time she's not always right. I'm not always right. I never will say that I'm always right. Look, there's a link there if you want to come and comment at half time. I'm late starting today's stream. It's been an absolute nightmare. I've spent most of the day with no internet. Like literally, it only came on in the last hour or two, and I was out when that was going on. So you know, we're going to get over there and try and see what's going on with Leeds. It's an unusual lineup. I've just spoken all about it. If you've got any queries or anything like that, you know, just put them in the chat box. I'm trying to keep an eye on that as well. And it's a slow internet as well, but look at this. Just give me a second while I'm trying to get the stream started. Interesting what he's done. I mean, he's put 3 centre backs and shoved one of them in the left back. Put Wober on in the left back position. I don't know. I mean, Javi's obviously is he concerned, or is it that there is a knock to Firpo, and Firpo is not, or is Firpo not preferred for this, or is it just a case of Firpo only plays when he knows his friends are in the ground? You tell me what it is. I don't know. But the game has actually kicked off. It's 40 seconds in, and like I say, Harry Wilson's just had a bit of a run forward. 1 minute into the game at the minute. Meslier's picked it up, and he's just playing around with it on the edge of the 18-yard box. The Leeds fans, I don't know if you could tell or hear, they're in full voice down there at Fulham. There were some spare tickets down there today. Apparently they were going for about 90 quid each. And Andreas is down. It's a foul by Rocker. Rocker's just come in on his left-hand side and just taken him down. And it's Pereira. Yeah, so it's not too much. Tete's got the ball now. We're gonna just switch that over to the other screen. Oh no! No! There we go. I'm just repositioning some windows here just to make sure that I can see what's going on and stuff. Interesting start. Cameras on Gracia at the minute. There's not much happening. The cameras have just gone over to the managers, etc. I'm just going to close a few windows down. Fulham, as I expect, they're going to try and attack that left side. The ball's over on that left side at the minute. They're ball's back at Meslier. Meslier plays it long. It's all over the place at the minute, and it's as normal with Leeds. It's a frantic start. Reed into, oh my God. Yeah, Reed's just played a lovely little ball through there, and yeah, he's not offside. It's Koch and Wober that are are playing them on. And again, what is going on with the communication at Elland Road? Because at the minute I see a lot of miscommunication or zero communication. You tell me what you think in the chats box. Let me know what you think, guys. Fulham are in possession at the minute. It's just inside their own half. 4 minutes 17 on the clock, and Leeds are just dropping back a little bit. It almost looks like we're playing a 4-4-2 at the moment, and I'd be quite happy with that. But Werber's got a job on here, and that's a lovely tackle. Max Werber, that is a lovely tackle, stopping Reed from crossing the ball into the Leeds 18-yard box. And Leeds are under a bit of pressure again. Fulham have got themselves a corner on the 5th minute almost. Oh Christ's sake, can't we deal with that? Unfortunately, like I say, I've had some internet problems today. I've had not much time to make any kind of thumbnail, because literally I've just not been able to get online, get any resources made for it. I spent 5 minutes doing it beforehand, and I was like, no, I'm not satisfied with that. I'll just stick with the standard. Oh, and Wilson's got in. Oh God, he tries to play across him, but again, Max Werber putting his body on the line, showing the others how to defend. And there's a suspicion of offside. One of the players there in the middle of the 6-yard box probably would have been offside had it got across and a goal had gone in. Willian takes a corner. Leeds head it out, and it's going all the way up to the halfway line. We're just trying to chase down the ball. Excuse me if the screen does keep going off. I am trying to keep an eye on it. We've got a not a great signal at the minute, I don't think, and that's causing some quality problems on the stream. So you know, there's not a lot I can do about that, I'm afraid. Williams picked up the ball on the right side. Whoa, oh gosh. And Werber's pushed Willian there into the advertising hoardings, but I think that Fulham tried to take a quick throw in, but the referee's not happy with what he's just seen. Werber and then Cooper on Reed as well. I mean, that looked like a 50-50 challenge. So yeah, it's a bit of an iffy stream at the minute, guys. It really is. Still pending, says Bandy Fanowski. Yeah, if anyone's brave enough, join me at half time if you want. Link is there in the chat box. It'd be nice to see what you think. But Leeds are under pressure here. They've got a free kick of Fulham. It's about 25 yards out, but it's right on the touchline pretty much. And it's swung in, and it's a good save by Meslier. But that's a really cracking save from Meslier. But there is an offside flag has gone up. Marginal. It must be an elbow. It must be an elbow, and it's not. It's the Fulham number 4, and that's a relief that Meslier has done something useful there. And there's a foul on Somerville. Somerville's picked himself up pretty quickly. It's Reed on Somerville, and he was in possession of the ball. Reed's just come into the side of him, taking him down. And Werber, he's played a ball there that he should have just delayed a little bit. It's a very staticky stream at the minute. It's not very good, I'm afraid. So we'll do our best to have a look. As Werber takes a... Oh, sorry, is that Cooper or Werber? Difficult to see. The screen's really blurry at the minute. It's not a good connection at all. Yeah, and there's a little bit of play down there. We're almost About 25 yards from the corner flag, 30 yards from the corner flag, there's a Fulham throw in. And Fulham take the throw in. It's a long intercepted well. Reed. Ooh. And that was not a good challenge from Jack Harrison. He's coming over to have a word with Jack Harrison about this, I think. And it's just gone straight down the Achilles. And it's a challenge on Harry Wilson, and luckily Wilson's back up. Nothing much happening, but I think the refs had a word with Jack Harrison about that kind of thing. It's not acceptable. Oh God, don't tell me he's done it again. There's another identical challenge, but this time it's Mark Rocker on Andreas. I think he's gone down a bit, a bit theatrically there, to be honest with you. 10 minutes on the clock. Still 0-0. I don't want to be. I hope I'm saying that at the 90th minute. I don't care. I really just don't care. I want a point would be nice. If we get a point out of Fulham today, I think I'll be quite happy with that. But at the minute, as I'm looking at this, the stream's gone down again. Christ's sake, this is terrible. I might have to reload this, guys. It's I don't know if it's the provider or if it's me at my end. I'm just gonna maybe shut a couple of apps down and make sure that these things aren't caught. Yeah, I mean, there's not much really else I can close, to be honest with you. Possessions, first 10 minutes, 60% Fulham, 40% Leeds. And I don't know if you could hear that, but that's my little boy in the back. Yeah, just revert to that again. Meslier, Christensen, Cock, Cooper, Werber, McKenny, Rocker, Harrison, Aronson. Not much heard of or seen of these guys at the minute. The front line from Leeds have not really got on the ball at all. Apart from Somerville, Harrison's just had a couple of touches, but that's really about it. Nothing else to report for Leeds. Fulham, Leno, Tete, Tosin, Ream, Robinson, Reed, João Polina, Wilson, Pereira, Willian, De Cordova, Reed. So 2 Reeds. And the Leeds fans break out into voice again. Fulham moved, attacking down the left-hand side, and that was a nice little cross in, but Liam Cooper's there matching the run. I think it's Cordova Reed who that was, who was following there, and it's a nice throw in from Fulham, but there's a bit of a miscommunication. Then there's a foul as Leeds are trying to run out, and it's Ream. And it looks like it's Brendan Aronson. Ream on Brendan Aronson here. It's a sliding challenge, and Aronson's holding his left shin at this moment. Another break from the broadcaster. It's not good, isn't this? I'm just gonna see if it is me or not. Once I'll even tell you what the stats are while I look at a freeze frame shot of Brendan Aronson on the deck, and it looks like it might be me. It's slow at loading, is this? So apologies if you're just joining. We've got some problems on this stream. It probably is me. It's not a very good download speed at the moment. In fact, it's so slow, the ping rates are woefully inadequate. And I'm looking at 12 minutes and 9 at this moment. And Brendan Aronson's just been fouled by Ream, and he's holding his left shin. Not much else happening. I can't get back into this stream at the minute. I don't know if the connection's gone down or what's happening. But at the moment, the internet connection is not there. It's not alive, and it's slow. Dreadfully slow is this, and I'm going to be ringing up and complaining about this at half time because this isn't good enough. They've been doing something with it today. It's been off for most of the day, my internet connection here. I mean, you know, I'm going to have to go to try and do something about that, because it's not acceptable. You know, I pay a lot of money a month to to have a good connection. Usually we don't have any problems, but at the moment it's gone off, and that's very frustrating. It's gone off. Yeah, it has. Really frustrating is this, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't know if you can see me there or not, but we're having a lot of problems with the internet speed at this moment. It's a really slow connection. I think the only thing I can do is try and phone them up and speed it up. I mean, like they offered like three packages. One of them was for gaming, and that's like, it's about 60 quid a month. And yeah, exactly, 60 quid a month it costs. And it's it should be up to sort of, I think they said it's up to sort of 350 meg or 400 meg a second. It's supposed to be really good. Usually it's very reliable, but not today. Not when Leeds are playing, which is just typical of my luck today. I've had no luck at all. Stream looks like it's coming back alive again, but I can't guarantee that. And I hope that you're managing to watch it at home. And it has come back. We're on 17 minutes at this moment. Leeds are attacking the Fulham 18-yard box, and it's Mark Rocker down the right hand side is in a very advanced position, but Fulham are looking to try and clear it out, and yet again I've got another stall on this stream. Not at all good enough. Very upset with this. So if you're watching, I don't know how StreamYard is coping with it. I don't know how YouTube are going to cope with it. But at the moment, it's not looking good, guys. Are we still there? Of course, what my internet connection will do is it will most likely switch from one into the other. I mean, because I have got like a mobile signal, but mobile is nowhere near as fast as what you need when you're doing what we do. It's not at all fast enough. So I'm just going to try and have a look at that and see what is going on. setting. Right, here we go. Let's try that again. Yeah, that's a bit more like it. Perhaps we'll just have to reload and refresh that again and see what happens. That's it. 19 minutes 32 on the clock at this moment. We're just monitoring the speed. It's about 65, 68 to 70 at the minute. It's up and down. It's all over the place. And Williams attacking down the left hand side. He's attacking Christensen. And he's into Reed, got over Reed, but oh god, it's another good challenge from Cooper, and there's a shot from about 25 yards. One of the Fulham players has gone down. It's Reed. He's down inside the 18-yard box. He's holding his knee, and Christensen's getting done yet again for pace down that left-hand side. I don't know what's happened to Reed there. I missed the replay. If you did see it, let me know what you think happened. It could just be that he's jarred his knee while he's turning to go in there. But Fulham pick up the ball. I'm not sure if this is a replay here actually. Yeah, we're back. We're back. Thank Christ for that. What a nightmare. So sorry about that, guys. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if you're losing me or if it's going stagnant. Reed is down at the moment. It's his right knee that appears to be causing the problems. Wilson and Ream are over in the dugout for Fulham. Meanwhile, yeah, a couple of the subs are warming up for Fulham. They've been sent out to go and loosen up those muscles, get themselves ready for one of them getting possibly subbed on at this moment. And this is taking a long time, you know, this is taking a really long time. Yeah, there's a back pass. It's a back pass. And Leeds are now, or VAR's looking at that. And Reams passed it back to the goalkeeper, to the Fulham goalkeeper, and he's touched it with his toe, his feet a couple of times. Then he's picked the ball up and then rolled it out. So why has he not got a back pass for that? Why was there no back pass decision? Is it? I mean, I don't want to sound like one of those salty Wolverhampton fans, but you know. Anyway, the game goes on, and it's Christensen on the inside to Aronson, and Somerville getting round the back, but he just can't get the connection into Rodrigo, and Somerville's won the ball back again there. That's really good play from Chris Somerville. I mean, the speed that guy has is just phenomenal. Why we're not using it more often, or we haven't used him more often during this season, I'll never know. And that's a poor kick out, poor clearance from Meslier. Yeah, and he plays a ball into Rodrigo. Rodrigo's being tracked, and he just tries to flick it with the outside of his boot, does Rodrigo, but the defender tracking him just manages to get a toe on the end of it and send it out for a goal kick, I think. And Fulham are now attacking the Leeds 18-yard box. It's Reed with a throw-in, I think. And it's Tete with the throw-in. But the ball's possession's turned over, and it's turned over again, and it looks like it's Rodrigo trying to recover it, but he can't recover it. Jack Harrison's really flying around the pitch trying to make the challenge and win the ball back for Leeds. But the midfield are nowhere to be seen at the minute, and Fulham have played it into a nice area, a pocket of space. Yeah, Willian. But the ball's crossed in, and it's not a good one. Somerville over to Harrison. I think that is. Oh, it's Brendan Aronson actually. It's Brendan Aronson breaking forward, but he just doesn't use his pace to try and get round the final defender, and he's down. He's gone down under a challenge. He's about 25 yards out. Fulham win the ball back, and that was a really good little break there from Aronson, but unfortunately we didn't have the right man on the end of the ball. Somerville. Oh no, and there's a mistake by Moba. Oh Jesus Christ. It's the Cordova Diaz, I think it is. He's muscled Cooper off the ball. It just nutmegs Wober, but luckily Meslier's there to clean up the mess. And more shaky moments for Leeds United at the back. And there's a foul, and it looks like Somerville's won a foul there. Against the number 33, that's Robinson for Fulham. Is it a foul? And Somerville's limping a little bit, and the players are knocking the ball about a bit. They're trying to reposition the ball to the referee's consent, if you like. The free kick's played long, but it's defended well by Fulham. And Robin Cock comes storming forward there for Leeds to try and make a pass to Harrison. Cooper. Meslier. Ball's going backwards. It's out again to Liam Cooper. Robin Cock to Cooper. Again, they're having a little interchange in pass there, the two centre backs. That's Aronson trying to play one out to Rodrigo, is it? Yeah, Rodrigo just can't pick it up though, unfortunately. And there's a bit of gamesmanship from Fulham here. 26 minutes 22 on the clock. Gracia is just wearing a training outfit today. A Leeds training outfit. It's just black and white. Fulham have picked up a free kick. It's punted forward, and I mean it all the way to Meslier's goal pretty much. Meslier just plucks that one out of the air and runs to the edge of the 18-yard box. He's bowling it out now to Cooper on the edge of the 18-yard box. Cooper to Wober. Harrison. Wober. Aronson. And Aronson's gone down again. Also, it's Rodrigo. Rodrigo's gone down there under a challenge. And it's Tosin who's challenged him there, and he's just clipped Rodrigo in the back of the calves. And Leeds now with the free kick. It's just halfway inside their half. It's a long ball up. Trying to find Rodrigo. Jack Harrison, lovely control from Jack Harrison. Wober. Nice little bit of play there from Weston McKenny. He just plays it back, and it's it turned over again in the middle of the park. The players, I don't know if the Fulham players look like are they tiring, or are Leeds looking tired, or is it just two teams who don't know what to do when they're going forward? Two teams that are lacking any movement going up front. A lot of play in the middle of the park at the moment. There's Weston McKenny supporting Jack Harrison there, giving him a passing options. But Leeds are looking like we've got a bit more shape about us than the recent second halves. It's going to be interesting. There's a long ball there from Fulham, and it's Reed on the edge of the 18-yard box. He's looking for a runner or a cross, but there's nothing at the moment. And now there's a couple of Fulham players supporting. And Rodrigo is back doing the defending. And he's conceded a corner. He's not happy about it in Rodrigo. Feels that he was shoved in the back. And he's saying that there was a shove in the back there from the pursuing. Yeah, I mean, he probably gets that, you know, in another day. But unfortunately, he's conceded a corner. Fulham on their third corner. Leeds have 0 corners at this stage. 29 minutes 30 seconds gone. And Pereira tosses it in, but it's cleared away by Leeds. And Fulham play the ball all the way back to their goalkeeper, Lano. Ream. So Fulham have had 1 shot on target, 3 overall. There's a real tussle going on there between Weston McKenny and a couple of the Fulham players, and McKenny's come off second on that. He was getting doubled up on. 30 minutes 30 seconds. So it's all to play for. The Fulham YouTubers seem to have Leeds down as losing this one. They have Leeds down for a convincing loss. A lot of the Leeds fans have us down for a convincing loss. There's no official word yet about who the Premier League think are gonna win. I mean, not the Premier League, but the data providers to the Premier League. I haven't seen any stats about that yet. You could tell me in the chat or comments if you like, if you know who is most likely to win this game. And I think Fulham have won an innocuous. No, they haven't. It's a goal kick. Meslier takes it with 2 defenders in the 18-yard box. It's Cock and Cooper. One at one side, one at the other, and Harrison now plays a ball up to the halfway line. Rodrigo's not there. Rodrigo is having to drop deep to try and get on the ball, but he's not. He's done quite a lot of running for us at the minute as Rodrigo, but he's not having any fruitful luck. And this kind of formation, I don't think it suits him. He doesn't have enough support quickly enough during the game. And Leeds have won it back, but they've lost it again. I think it's Brendan Aronson just can't control it, and Fulham have tossed it over to Willian, who's giving Christensen a real run for his money down that Leeds right hand side, which is where Fulham seem to be spending most of the game when they are in possession. They're playing it out to their left quite often during this first half, and there's a shot and it's gone wide, and that's poor from Fulham. That's a really poor effort because they've got a couple of players in space. One of them was offside if it had been advanced forward. It's João Paulino who's involved in that little bit of build-up, and Meslier again is playing this. Drives me nuts. Does this playing these short balls out, and it's the same ball again to Liam Cooper. Liam Cooper tries to play one straight down the line, but it's intercepted. It's a bad bit of play from Cooper, and it's put Leeds under pressure. Williams picked it up at the edge of the 18-yard box. He strikes, but it's blocked by Liam Cooper again. There's another smash on it, but it's blocked again. Leeds are keeping Fulham out at the minute, and they are putting themselves under a lot of unnecessary pressure. And it's Willian, it's hit Cooper, I think, on the upper arm, chest area, but there was a suspicion of handball, but it's pretty much being waved away by the ref, the VAR. Cooper making a deliberate attempt to put his arm behind his back as he turned, but it kind of struck him on the top part of the shoulder, top part of the arm. Leeds coming forward now with Somerville on the right hand side. Somerville pauses, just plays a little back pass. Robbie Cock plays it along. Oh gosh, across the width of the pitch, and it's a bit loose, and Max Werber wasn't expecting it, but Jack Harrison's picked it up now. A little bit of trickery from Jack. Is he going to go to the touchline? No, he doesn't. Into Werber. Werber crosses it in, but there's nobody there. And that's another missed opportunity from Leeds. There's nobody there for Leeds in that little crossed ball from Werber, and Werber, the flying winger from I don't know, the German flying left back. I mean, we've always known him as more of a centre back at Leeds, and he's now, oh gosh, Brendan Aronson is a little coming together there, but the refs plays on, and it's to Willian, who puts on the afterburners, and luckily he's cut out by Christensen, I think. And that was a good bit of play from William, but there's a long ball up from Leeds now, and it's collected by the keeper, Leno, who quickly bowls it out over to the left-hand side, the Fulham left. I think it's Tete there, or Tosin. Couple of crazy stats for you, but I think I just saw there Patrick Bamford is the man. He enjoys scoring at Fulham, so I don't know if Patrick's fit or not. He is on the bench, but Christensen has just conceded a free kick. The referee's not buying it. He's not happy about that at all. McKenny. Oh no, McKenny. I don't know. Plays a little pass. It's a little bit weak. Jack Harrison. There's a little bit of confusion between Jack Harrison and one of the other players there, but there's a foul, and a yellow card is now being brandished. And I think it's Weston McKenny who's gone in. Against I think it's Tete. Yeah, it's Tete. He's gone sliding in there. Tete's got the better of Weston McKenny. Weston McKenny's not happy about it, as you'd expect. And Leeds are, we've not done enough really. First half, we've not really looked like we're going to score a goal. Chances are limited. They're few and far between. I think maybe one or two shots on goal. I'm going to talk about that just in a moment. Shots on target, Leeds 1, 3 shots altogether, 46 possession for Leeds, 5 fouls, and Weston McKennie is now in the book. Does Fulham look to take this free kick on the right hand side? It's an in-swinger. I think it's Robin Koch out to Willian. Willian's picked it up. He's just on the edge of the 18-yard box. Plays a back pass, but Winston's played one in there. But again, it's cut out by Leeds. Leeds are under a little bit of pressure here, going into this end of this first half. And it is a good bit of pressure from Fulham, but Tete's got to take a throw in now. He's about 30 yards from the corner flag. It's played. It's a lot of head tennis going on at the minute, and that's a lovely ball by Rocker into Aronson. Can he do something with it, Aronson? And he's brought down yet again, or he's gone diving down to the floor, Brendan Aronson. And that's going to be interesting to see. But the referees pull the play back. There's a offside against Fulham at this moment. And it's Dicardova Reed, who the player who's just been caught there. I think Brendan Aronson's probably gone looking for that. and the linesman's done really well when Fulham have tried to play that forward. He's seen that there's an offside. Player quickly went back into an onside position, but it was too late. By the time the ball came through, he touched the ball and is offside. Fulham are breaking forward. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow. And it's Pereiro who's had a shot there from about 25 yards out, but luckily it's straight at Meslier. It's not a great shot anyway. And Leeds breathe again. It's 39 minutes 30 seconds on the clock here as we're looking. 40 seconds now as we speak. So Leeds have played up the right hand side. There's not much happening at the minute. They've not had many chances. One shot on target and there's a foul, but the referee has not given it, and it's Brendan Aronson on the floor yet again for Leeds, and he feels a little touch on his shoulder. I mean, the pursuing defender has a couple of niggles at him, but then the final one where he goes down, Brendan Aronson, he goes down quite weakly as we know. And he's getting up, shouting and screaming at the referee. He ain't gonna get it. It's too soft. It's too obvious, Brendan. You're on the edge of the 18-yard box, and you feel a slight touch on your shoulder. You're gonna have to stay on your feet. Stay on your feet, or get your elbow up. And there's a little ball played down the line there, and it's Weston. McKenny can't pick it up. Bit of a low five, I think, between McKenny and Harrison. Not a high five. It must be some kind of American thing, I think. Maybe Jack Harrison fancies himself in the MLS one year. Interesting to see that a lot of the seats in front of the camera here are empty. They're all. Is this the new stand that we're looking at, or that the cameras are sitting in? I don't know. You tell me. It possibly is. They've got a new stand under construction. Fulham are very keen for people to know about that. Having a look on their website over the last day or two, there's a few mentions of that. Gracia, not much going on, but we've kept them to 0-0 so far. We're not great, but we've got a free kick. It's Brendan Aronson, and looks like Matt Rocker going to take this one, but Rocker's stepping away from it. Brendan Aronson's going to play it with the right foot. It's an in-swinger. It's on the Leeds left-hand side, and it's a nice ball in, but it's too deep for any Leeds player to attack it. And of course we don't have the aerial power of Patrick Bamford in there at the minute, so we're kind of struggling on that front. Ball's played in by Christensen, but Fulham are now going to start breaking, and there's a lot of Leeds players in the Fulham half. It's 4-on-3, and Leeds are in trouble here. And there's a vital interception there, and it's Max Wober to the rescue. I mean, it's the same thing again, talking about overcommitting, no positional play, and Fulham, if that Max Wober's not there, the player picks it up on the edge of the 18-yard box, and it's likely a shot on target or a goal, even worse. Thank God for Max Wober. He's absolutely busting a gut for us today, and that's a whipped in corner into Meslier's near post, and he just fists it away. It's whipped in so much, it's dipping in under the crossbar, is that, I think, and Meslier's done quite well to read that and punch it out. Fulham have another corner. It's into the near post. Christensen with a header, but it's over the top of everybody, out for a Fulham throw-in on this near side. Yeah, not great from either team at the minute. Tete comes over, he's going to take the throw in. It's about 15 yards from the corner flag. Cordova Reed, and there's an infringement. Liam Cooper's trying to win it. I think he has won it. Cordova Reed is as normal, claiming any. I don't know what happened, ref. What are you talking about? Yeah, there's a hand in Cooper's face. Cooper's not happy about it. It all happens very quickly, even on the slow-mo. The Leeds fans at that bottom end are not happy about it. Of course, they're going to they're going to side with Cooper, aren't they? Cordova Reed. Wilson. And it's Reed again, but he's going to pass the throw-in over to Tete. Fulham have won a throw-in. It's halfway inside the Leeds half. As we're coming up to 44 minutes and 40 seconds here. Fulham pick the ball up. They're just going to play it across to the halfway line now. It's Reem on the ball. Plays it with his left foot out to Willian. Willian now is 20 yards from the corner flag. The Fulham play it back in. Some nice interplay here from Fulham, but Leeds are holding the position. But Jack Harrison's just played a little pass there. It went astray. Unfortunately, played it into Rodrigo, and it wasn't a good pass. But Fulham picked up possession. Two poor teams here. 2 minutes indicated by the referee's assistant. 45:25 on the clock. I don't really at this moment think that this is going to be. I mean, you know, everybody's saying Willie Nonto, get Willie Nonto on. What do you think in the comment chat? Let us know. Get Willie Nonto on or not in the second half? Do you want to see him sooner rather than later? Would you rather just wait for Fulham to get a goal before he comes on? And that's a sloppy long ball, but Somerville can't pick it out. It's gone, or can't collect it, can't Somerville. It's gone out for a Fulham throw-in. Deep in the Fulham half. Gracia's, I mean, I don't know. Is he looking satisfied? Difficult guy to get a read on, isn't he? He's not, doesn't show much emotion. Quietly, softly spoken, but he's, you know, he's a professional. Hopefully he's, you know, he's got the side playing again. He's got us back into some sort of shape, and more importantly, I think the most important thing is, looks like we're going to get to half time. Aronson's battling in the middle of the park there, and he's gone down yet again under another challenge. Brendan Aronson, it's weak. You know, he needs to. I mean, he needs to start giving as much as he's getting, Brendan Aronson, and start showing a bit of grit and determination. Because at the minute he's spent a lot of time on the floor. Chewing the Fulham turf, and it is half time, and thankfully Leeds have got to half time. We haven't conceded a goal. We've limited Fulham, we've stopped them from playing. There have been a couple of hairy moments at the back for Leeds, but so far my man of the match, Max Wober, by a country mile. He's come in, he's saved us on a couple of good occasions there, Max Wober, and even though he's a left back, he's popping up all over in the back line for Leeds, and it just makes you wonder if Gracia has said to him, you know, Max, if the play is going sideways, you go sideways as well, as long as there's nobody in your area of the pitch, and that seems to be working for Leeds at the minute. You know, let's see what happens in the second half. Let me know what your thoughts are, your comments are. I'm always interested to hear from you. If you want to, maybe you want to join me. Maybe you don't. I don't know. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me as always. The channel has done something good today. I think we're up to 28 subs now. You tell me, guys. You tell me. I can't see at the minute, but channel is up, and it's been a tough day, a tough half. It's always tough watching Leeds United, isn't it? It's always tough. And you're seeing it at the minute as 26 subs, but I have a notice saying that I've picked up some subs today, so that's good news. Of course, if you want to help me out, try sharing this live stream. Maybe sharing my channel out, letting other people know, smashing the like button, all that other good stuff. Helps me and helps the channel grow. It's really, really much appreciated if you could do that for us. I'd be well pleased. Anyway, look, let's go get a cup of tea for half time and maybe a biscuit. And I'll see you in the second half, I think. Perhaps I'll just talk a bit about the stats. 52%, 48% possession. This is for Fulham, of course. Shots 7, Leeds 3. 2 on target from Fulham. They've had 5 corners, Leeds 0, and it's 9 fouls versus 6 fouls. The Cardova read back for Fulham. Leeds make 3 changes after the Liverpool thrashing. Leeds 16, yeah, of course. If you've got any queries, questions, or anything like that, always helpful. If you want to join my watch-along, always makes me happy. And I hope you're happy as well with the things that I'm saying during these live streams. I hope it tries and gives you a little bit more confidence and try and make us feel a little bit better. Right, half time it is, guys, so there we go. See you in the second half. all coming back. And it's Man Josh is here. He says, I could only join to say hi. I have to go now. I understand, Man Josh. You have got a very busy day ahead of you. It looks like it's your birthday. So wish him a happy birthday, Man Josh, in the stream. It's always very nice to wish our viewers a happy birthday. And of course, if it is your birthday, you have something special you want mentioning, you can always drop it in the chat, comments, whatever, and where possible I'll always try and get those done for you and smash those out during the game or during half time or whatever it is. Just in case you couldn't hear me, Man Josh, happy birthday once again, young man. I hope you have a great day. I hope it's a very good celebration for you, and I hope your wishes come true. I suspect one of them is kind of coming true. We're not getting beat, that's the main thing, isn't it? That's the main thing. Yeah, Fulham have had the better part of the attacking. Oh, I missed that, unfortunately. I can't rewind it. I can only pause. But Fulham have had more possession in our half than we have theirs. And let's have a look at this one. Mouse has gone missing, and it's Bandy again. Yes, just finishing off there. Man Josh, of course, I hope you have a great time. I hope your wishes come true, and I hope you get what you want for your birthday. I hope it's a good day for you, buddy. Going in 0-0 half-time break. If we bring on Nonto, Sinistera for Aronson and Rodrigo to offer a real threat, it could be a masterstroke. I'm not so sure I'd want to take Rodrigo off, to be honest with you. I think I'd be Aronson, yes. I think he spends more time eating the blades of Fulham grass than anything else. As for the others, I don't know. Perhaps I'd be tempted for Harrison. To be honest with you, I'd be tempted for Harrison off. I think Rodrigo is going to be. He can pop up at any time, and I think the thing about Rodrigo is he's actually done quite a bit of defending for us in that first half, which you're entitled to your opinion as am I. I mean, I'd probably be tempted to keep Rodrigo on, to be honest with you. I think he's had alright, it's not been a productive half, but I certainly think he needs a bit more support up front. I think I'd be tempted to take Harrison off, probably get Sinea or Nonto alongside him, and then play out one of those other players in the wing positions. Just looking at some aerial shots of Fulham, it's right by the River Thames. That stand is not a bad effort from Fulham. It's going to improve the ground, but I always like the architecture on the outside of the Fulham ground. I think it's fantastic. I'd love to go there one day and just have a little look around. Speaking of one day, I will be back in the UK in June, so you never know. Let's see what happens. I might film a bit of content. Let's see if the channel grows first. I don't know. It's hard to grow a YouTube channel, especially when you're I won't say competing against others, but trying to find the right viewers and stuff. And of course, today doesn't help because I don't have a good thumbnail. You see, it's a terrible thumbnail. But like I say, I've literally spent most of today in the Stone Age with no internet connection. It's made making a thumbnail very hard work. And usually when I do a thumbnail, it's maybe might take me 30 minutes, might take me an hour. I just haven't found an hour today, when the internet has finally come back. So this is my take on it. Leeds 0, Fulham 0. Tight first half, shaded by Fulham. Leeds man of the match so far. I think it's Woba. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments, whatever you think. I think Rodrigo's had a good half for us, but he's had to come back, and Reed's injured for Fulham. The second half has just kicked off. It's 46 and 5 seconds at the minute as I'm looking at this one. And Leeds have a throw in just inside their own half at the minute. Werber's out there on the left side. He's taking the throw-ins for us at the moment. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to get rid of that banner. Once I've done that, yeah, okay, good. Yeah, it's something I always forget to do is update and change the banners and stuff like that. Some of the other streamers are quite lucky; they've got other people doing that for them. Willian runs infield. He's just inside the Fulham half. Tries to play a ball out wide, but it's cut out and intercepted. And Rodrigo just can't get to that. Oh, and the keeper's got to it. Leno's got to it. It's a lovely little ball, it is that. And it's Jack Harrison just in front of Rodrigo, and it doesn't quite come through to Somerville, but the keeper spills it and collects up the spillage, collects up his own mess, and Fulham breathe a sigh of relief. As I was saying earlier, Christensen, that's a nice tackle by Mark Rocker on Willian. Stops Willian from getting to the byline and crossing the ball. It's a really good bit of play from Mark Rocker, is that. A couple of the Leeds players out on the touchline at the minute. They're warming up. And Fulham play it across the edge of the 18-yard box, and Christensen's there to intercept with a header. Aronson. Jack Harrison just can't pick up the ball due to a sliding challenge from Reed, I think it is. And Fulham still in possession just inside the Leeds half. It's just on the right hand side now, but Leeds have managed to pick the ball up again, and it's Brendan Aronson plays a little ball down the line. And it's to Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison now on the edge of the 18-yard box. And it's cut out. Plays a little ball into Aronson, but he just can't. He should have just played it a little bit earlier. But promising start for Leeds. We certainly look a little bit more threatening in these first couple of minutes. Wilson's brought down under a challenge from Wober, and Fulham have taken the free kick very quickly. It's crossfield ball to Willian. Willian on the edge of the 18-yard box beats Christensen, goes inside, back out, and he's tried to work an angle, and he fires it low and wide of Meslier's net, and Leeds breathe again, and Christensen's going to have to do a lot better. He's come in there on his right foot, and he's two-footed player is Willian, isn't he? But you'd hope then to try and show him onto his left foot, and it's corner number 6 for Fulham. As Meslier is right in the middle of his 6-yard box, it's fired in to the back post, but it's gone out, and Fulham pick up possession again. It's Willian who's causing all sorts of trouble on this left side for Fulham, and he's cutting inside, he's going outside, and nobody's sort of. Christensen's only keeping up with him to a certain point, and then he's dropping back into his position, is Christensen, which is probably a good thing, letting him go, passing the responsibility to pick Willian up to one of the midfielders, just to keep an eye on him. And 50 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock, and it's Ream under a bit of pressure from Aronson, and Leno punts it out to Willian, who traps it. What a beautiful bit of play from Willian that was. Just plucks the ball out of the air from Leno under a bit of pressure from Christensen, and manages to win a throw-in from Fulham. For Fulham, should I say. And he's a bit of class, is Willian, isn't he? Somerville. There's a lovely little ball there, and it's Aronson, and there's nobody ahead of Brendan Aronson now. He's trying to turn and check, and he's being brought down on the edge of the 18-yard box again, and it's Robinson who's the culprit, and he's gone across the front of Aronson there and just clipped his ankle, and Aronson's down, and the referee's given a free kick right on the edge of the 18-yard box, just on the corner of the 18-yard box there, and Aronson's in a little bit of discomfort with that one. But it's a shame Aronson didn't try and just put a bit of pace on that little run there and try and get away from his defender. Referees put down the foam as he talks to William, what Leeds fans over in that half of the pitch. And Aronson and Harrison are having a little committee meeting about this free kick. Gracia's giving the instructions, telling them what he wants to see. It's not a very good free kick. It's an in-swinger. I think it's Jack Harrison who takes it, but the referee's assistant's given offside, much to the dismay of some of the Leeds fans down in that corner, and rightly so. It is an offside. A couple of players there just straying a little bit ahead of the Fulham line. And some of the Leeds fans look fed up. There's a lot of chattering going on between them. Some of them don't look too happy about what they're seeing. I don't mind, to be quite honest with you. I wanted to see a tight performance today. I wanted to see a Leeds who are going to be a little bit snappy on the heels of Fulham. A Leeds side that's going to hold Fulham and stop them from playing. And after the last 2 weeks, I think you'll agree, don't get beat, and definitely don't go there and get hammered. Pereira, and that's a solid challenge on Harry Wilson, and Harry Wilson and Liam Cooper are having a right old chat there, and it's Jack Harrison with an elbow. Looking at a highlight there that Cooper's just cut across the front of Wilson, just on the Fulham right hand side there, and Fulham have picked up a free kick. It's a long way out. They're not going to play it direct at all. It's going to be indirect. About probably 20 metres from the halfway line, at 15 yards, something like that. Well, on the right, they've punted it in long. There's nobody there, and Meslier collects it with a bit of confidence and quickly bowls it out to Rasmus, and Rasmus plays a square ball there to Rocker. Rocker fires one up to the left hand side. It's Jack Harrison, punts it in first time, and can't find Rodrigo. Ball comes out to Leeds, and that's a missed control from Weston McKenny there. I don't know what happened. There was a little bobble on the ball. It just got away from Weston McKenny, and I think he's committed a foul there against William. He needs to be careful here, Weston McKenny. And I think with him being on a red card, I'd be tempted to make him the substituted player, because we don't want to go down to 10 men during this game. We need every available player on this pitch, and we can't be giving Fulham an advantage. I think we give them an advantage, we're going to be asking for trouble, and Fulham are breaking forward here, and thankfully Liam Cooper's there to save the day. It's a lovely challenge, but the danger's not cleared with Reed. He's trying to put one in, and Liam Cooper out there again. Well done, Liam Cooper. It's Harry Wilson who he's been lucky there, actually. Liam Cooper, looking at that replay, his right leg, if his right leg makes contact with Wilson, it's possibly a free kick, even a penalty. Wilson bursting into the 18-yard box, and Williams taking a corner ball now. And he's back out and it's Pereira who's played a ball in, and I think it looked to me like it got out for a goal kick, did that, but linesman says no, and linesman's now given Leeds an offside decision, and it looks like it's against Willian. So finally we're playing a bit of offside, and it's just offside. It's not clear as day, and Leeds need to be doing a little bit better. Ball's kicked out, it's up long, and Leeds are contesting the ball now in the Fulham half, and they are pushing up a little bit, and they're playing almost with a back three at the moment, with no sign of any Rasmus is dropping back a little bit now. Koch is there as well, and Somerville's been duped there. And Fulham are breaking down the left hand side with Robinson out to Willian. It's off Meslier's hand, and Leeds have conceded. It's Harry Wilson, and it's an absolute banger of a finish, is that one from Wilson. A real thumping shot from Meslier's palm out, and I think there's going to be a lot of faces saying, "Here we go again." At Craven Cottage, the Leeds fans are not happy with Meslier there. Should have done better with that cross in, and he's not. He's just literally palmed it, and it's found its way out. It's Robinson. He's coming in. Willian again with a cross in. He just gets a left glove to it. Does Meslier puts it straight in the path of Wilson, who just absolutely thumps at it with his left foot on the half volley, and it's straight into the roof of the net, and it's so vicious, that shot. It makes the entire goal move. It's an absolute banger of a goal, is that, for Fulham. Oh God, here we go again. And it's Phil Lowen, the troll. willing on to eat spaghetti, drinks Beretti, his cock's fucking massive. Terrible. We may need to switch McKenny before we lose him. I mean, I think we need to take McKenny off. I don't think he's had a good game at all, to be honest with you. And there are question marks about Weston McKenny. 7 corners for Fulham. Leeds finally on the 59th minute get a corner. What a terrible goal to give away. It's not a good corner, but it's worked its way through. Somerville has a smash at the back post, and it just goes on the outside of Tete's goal, and a lot of the Leeds fans thought that had hit the nestle in the back of the net, and Somerville just he should have probably just smashed that first time, I think, but he took a little touch to get it under control. It just pushed him a little bit wide after he took that touch. But what are Fulham doing? Ream's just taken a the resulting goal kick, and he's literally just passed it straight back to the goalkeeper. As it stands, he's being shown at the minute. I mean, we can't say that that's relevant because the other games haven't even kicked off yet. But we need to find a goal from somewhere, and Gracia has got no choice. He's got to make a substitution. Yeah, I think I'd have McKenny off as well. I think he's on a yellow card. He's not having a good game for us at the minute. Aronson out wide to Harrison. Harrison smacks it, but he doesn't create enough space for himself. And it's cut out by Tete, I think. really infuriating goal for Leeds to concede is that Harrison clips one in, but there's nobody there. It's straight to Leno, and Leno picks up the ball at the edge of the 18-yard box, struts around with it, throws it out to the right hand side. And Fulham are on course to break records today. If you watch my match preview, you'll know what those records are, and it's so disappointing. And if we're going to rescue anything from this game, Gracia has got to be making changes as soon as possible. And Fulham are in here, and the defence has gone to sleep. And Max Wober's brought someone down there on the edge of the 18-yard box, and it's Wilson, and it is a foul. Yeah, the slow-mo shows it's a foul all day long. He's a little bit too slow getting down for it, is Wober, and unfortunately Fulham have got a free kick in a very dangerous position, and I imagine that Willian will be lining up to take this, but he's not. Weston McKenny's in the wall. It's Andreas, and I think it's Wilson who's in there. Andres Pereira, Andres, I'm not sure. It's Pereira, but on the back of his shirts it's Andreas, isn't it? So it is who it is. And Chris Somerville, I don't know if what he's doing. Is he go for a nap? There's a wall there. He's laying behind the wall. Pereira, and he's smashed the crossbar of William Meslier, who was stood rooted to the deck. William plays it. He's on the edge of the 18-yard box on the left-hand side. William goes to the byline, and it's cut out, and Leeds are under some tremendous pressure, and I think William may have injured himself there. He's smashed into a bit of camera equipment or bumped his head against the advertising hoarding. Yeah, it's not a nice one. And Pereira, what a free kick that is. I mean, I said that he'd be a player to watch, Pereira, and what a beautifully flighted effort that is, but it rattles Meslier's crossbar, and the physios are out now looking at William. I think it is. He's still on the deck by the photographers near the advertising hoardings, about 5 yards away from Meslier's net, and the referee has agreed to stop play, I think, here at this point. And I think, when he's off the pitch like this, it should continue, but Leeds are now making the substitutions, and as we suspected, Aronson's come off, and so is Rodrigo. So Bandy, you were right, those are the two players off. Sinistera and Patrick Bamford are making an appearance, and the Leeds fans are quite dismayed about that. I think quite a few boos coming around, and I can only imagine that they're not happy about the non-appearance of Wilfred Gnonto. And I think Willian has injured his neck as he's gone down there. He's holding his neck, and it's all going off now. We're in for a real 30 minutes of football, and I think, I hope Leeds can get a goal back, and I hope we could get more than one back and stop them from bloody scoring. Fulham with a corner ball, and it's into the near post, and defended and cleared away for a throw-in. And I think William, they're going to put him back on the pitch by the look of it. Perhaps he's done a muscle or something in the neck there, I'm not so sure. Fulham take the throw in, and it's made its way all the way back to Leno, and Leno plays it out wide to Tosin. and the ball is played up the park, but there is a free kick, and Leeds have wasted that free kick. There was an offside there, and it's made its way all the way back to Leno's goal again. Really frustrating for Leeds is this. Bamford coming on, Sinistera coming on. That might slow Willian down a bit. I hope something slows Willian down a bit, because he has been a total menace in this game for us. And he's made Christensen look like some sort of old age pensioner. And there's a yellow card, and there's a lot of chit chat going on. Liam Cooper's involved, and I think someone's got absolutely flattened there by Cooper. Is it? Yeah, Cooper's gone in. Studs up. Oh Christ! It might be. Oh dear. Cooper's done himself in, and it's Cardova, I think, that's involved in that. And Cooper's holding his right knee. And Cooper could be going off here, guys. If you're not able to see it, Cooper has gone in on a 50-50 challenge. He's had his studs raised. He's got away with a yellow card, and he's followed through, and he's jarred his right knee as he's gone down, I think. Yeah, there is contact with his right knee. It's not a good one, and it's Palina, the other player involved in that particular challenge, and he's got up now. He's not himself, I don't think, after that particular challenge, Palina, but yeah, it's frustrating. What a terrible goal to give. And I mean, Wilson's just come in there, and you think he's gonna run beyond, but he hasn't. He's checked his run, taken a step back, and just smashed it on the half volley into the roof of Meslier's goal. What a nightmare. Anyway, the good news is we've only conceded one. You've got to laugh. We're still in this game. That's my point. Ream picks up the ball, plays resumed, and he plays it out to William, but it's not a good ball, and Christensen is picking it up, going to take a throw in. A few of the Fulham players are having a go at Ream over that, and the Leeds fans are trying to find the voice now and cheer the lads on, give them a little bit of encouragement. But as I blink and turned away to look at the stream, make sure there's no comments or anything, there's a foul. I've completely missed it. I think it's Cardova Reed who's down, and it looks like he might have been I don't know what the hell he's done there. Oh, he's gone in with his leading hand, and it's like his wrist has been caught on either Koch or somebody else, and it's like he's jarred his wrist, I think. That is a really unusual one, but he's gone instantly down. He's in a lot of pain by the look of that. And a very freak challenge. Gracia is trying to get play restarted, get Leeds back into the rhythm of it, and this one's not a nice one at all. I don't think it could be a jarred wrist, it could be something more severe, I don't know. It's certainly keeping the playing Leeds United always keeps the physios in a job, doesn't it? I think it's Cardova Reed, is it? It's coming off. Yeah, he is. He's coming off. It looks like he's going to get some further treatment. There's yeah, it's his arm that he's holding. His forearm he's holding there. It's a weird challenge. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a foul. It's his own fault for going in the way he did. Sinistera picks up the ball. McKenny. That's a poor ball in. I think it's Jack Harrison who just played that ball in, and Fulham are starting to break out now, and Leeds are gonna. This is where Leeds are getting undone. They've been undone in previous weeks. They're overcommitting, and Fulham cross the ball in, and it's goal number 2. And Leeds United defence have just literally, I don't know, gone to sleep, and Leeds have overcommitted. Going forward, they've turned over the possession, and Fulham have just broken up forward, doubling up on Christensen, going down the left-hand side, and the Leeds away support are absolutely stunned by how that has gone in, or how Fulham have managed to unlock us again. But yet again, it's exactly as I said would happen. We've gone, they're literally 3-on-3 there at one point. Now it's 4-on-3, 4-on-4. It plays a ball in. It's a nice ball in. There's a it's. I don't know, he just comes in and he just absolutely. I mean, there's no need for him to blast it like that. He's 2 yards out. There's no keeper there, for Christ's sake. I mean, are they trying to play offside? What are they trying to do? Is there any communication? Jesus Christ. It is terrible. It's Andreas Pereira who's the scorer, of course. And just to let you know, a couple of other people are saying the same thing I said about that Liam Cooper challenge, that it was a dangerous one, and he's studs up. He's got away with a yellow card on that. I don't know how he's managed that, but at Leeds it's 1v1 now, and there's an offside anyway. Someone's offside. It's probably Patrick Bamford, I think. And Leeds are falling apart again. It's Sinistera, and I don't think he is offside. But the referee and the referee's assistant disagree. It's Patrick Bamford offside. Yeah, dear. 73 minutes, 36 seconds. And Leeds need to compose themselves here, get back together, and try and get back into this game. And we've done the same again. It's overcommitting, sending up the right back, the left back. Maybe let's send a centre back up there while we're at it, and bang! It's a quick ball straight through the middle, and Pereira gets his goal. And Fulham are on again here. It's 5 versus 3 this time. And it's fired out to Willian over here on this left side, and Willian's taking on Christensen. We know who's going to win that battle, but Christensen manages to stand him up. But the ball's tossed in anyway, and luckily nobody's on the end of it for Fulham. And Leeds punt a long ball out, and it's Patrick Bamford up against Ream. Patrick Bamford is appealing for an infringement by Ream. And like with anything else, Patrick Bamford is always a target to get his shirt pulled, get pulled around a little bit. Christensen, Cooper, out to Jack Harrison. And it's a crossfield ball from Rocker. But there's nobody there to pick it up, and Fulham get a throw in right on the corner flag. And I mean, the more this goes on, and I kind of disagreed with a lot of other YouTubers, a lot of the other Leeds streamers about this, trying to play down this Willie Nonto nonsense. But as this goes on, it's becoming clearer and clearer that there's something going on in the background that we don't know about. He's bringing on Adam Forshaw, is Gracia, and I don't know just what the point of that is. Forshaw's not likely to go up and get us a goal. We're 2-0 down with 14 minutes to go. Who's he bringing off, and what is the purpose? Unless, I mean, I don't see anybody out there who's injured for Leeds. It's Sinistera. Somerville. Oh, it's a lovely ball through to Weston McKenny, but he's just too slow. He's too slow to get to it, Weston McKenny. What a ball from Cree Somerville that was. And Leeds look like they're finally going to try and have a go at Fulham. 2 goals down, and we look like we're finally going to start doing something. Sinistera, Somerville. Oh, and he just miscontrols it. And the keeper's got to it first. Somerville's down. He might be looking for a penalty. Matt Rocker smashes it in, and I think it's a save by Leno. My God. I think there's a little deflection there that takes. I mean, Leno's not troubled by it anyway. He just pumps it straight over the crossbar. And can Leeds get themselves back into this game? Can Patrick Bamford find that little header that he found the other week for us against Crystal Palace? And it's not a good corner. I mean, put Mark Rocker on corners. Yeah, thank Christ for that. I think it was Somerville who took it first time. Put Rocker on corners. Come on, Rocker. It's into the front post again, but Fulham have defended it, and it's corner number 3 for Leeds now. And I hope Rocker doesn't go for the front post again. And he does. And it's exactly the same ball again from Mark Rocker. I don't know if he's having a bit of difficulty there getting a bit of traction on that side of the ground. There is a divot at the end, and the ground does taper off a little bit. And there's a bit of AstroTurf there. It might just be, and it's a bit better free kick. Corner ball is that, and he's picked it up on the edge of the 18-yard box. He fires it back in. Oh, it's headed out, but Christus has picked it up. He's got it to Somerville. Somerville down the outside. Oh, it's a lovely ball in. Yes, Patrick Bamford. Bring on Patrick Bamford down at Craven Cottage. He'll get you a goal all day long. He's back, and it's Bamford. He didn't know much about this, I don't think, but it doesn't matter. I don't care how they go in. There is an offside suspicion, but he is onside when that ball goes in. I think the Fulham players tried to clear it out, and it's just literally deflected off some part of Patrick Bamford. Yeah, and he just sticks a leg out, does Patrick Bamford, and he stops it going out for either a goal kick or probably a goal kick, and it finds its way into the back of the net, and it's Paulina who's played it straight onto Patrick Bamford's toe, and we'll take that all day long, Paulina. Thank you very much. And it's Fulham 2, Leeds United 1. Can Leeds United find another goal in the final 10 minutes, 11 minutes of this match? Plus stoppage time. There's going to be a few minutes of stoppage because there's been a few. Wilson, oh God, and luckily there's a good interception there. And there's a foul on Sinistera. The referee waves play on. The ball's turned over to Fulham, and thankfully Leeds have got Fulham have been given offside. It's going to be a hellish 10 minutes for Fulham now, is this? And that's a really bad ball from Robin Cott. Somerville picks it up though. Christensen. Oh, what is he doing? Is that Adam Forshaw? That's not Adam Forshaw, is it? I mean, literally the ball's played to him. The ball is played there to I think it's Adam Forshaw, and he just stands there and looks at it. I mean, it's Adam Forshaw, and I don't know what he's doing. he's looking at it as if to say, well, should I pick that up? I mean, the guy's not going to be match fit. I don't know what he's doing putting Forshaw on. I really don't. Willie Nonto's the man to put on. It's obvious. We need a goal. Adam Forshaw ain't going to get you a goal. He's not going to get you. He's just, I don't understand it. Cardiva Reed's coming off. If he puts Ruter on over Nonto, honestly, I think I'll lose my mind. Another substitution for Fulham. They're taking the time over these. Reed and Cordova Reed are going off. Thank Christ for that. Every commentator's worst nightmare, isn't it? Different spelling, but all the rest of it. But what a nightmare. Come on, Leeds. Fulham have a free kick. It's 25, 30 yards out. Wilson's over it as well. And there's big danger here. Nobody on the post for Leeds. It's just a flat line of players. Willian into the near post. What the hell is that from Meslier? He manages to get a hand to it, and Palm flaps the ball away, and he's hurt his shoulder or his upper arm there as Ilian Meslier. Krista said the ball's tossed in by Fulham, and Leeds are inviting yet more pressure on our own goal and not getting the ball under control and getting possession off this Fulham side. There's an infringement, and it's Max Wober who's down, and Iliad Meslier is good stop from Iliad Meslier, that. I mean, it is, for that goal, it's shocking what he's done there, Meslier. But I like I say, I try not to blame one player, and we've invited our own troubles during this game yet again. We're just not clinical enough. We're not sharp enough. Not diligent enough with the ball when we're in possession of it in our own half. What we're doing, Mark Rocker and Iliad Meslier are having a chat. Max Wober's going off, and this is a huge concern for Leeds United because he's limping down the touchline, and the ref's assistant is there, and it's good news from the Leeds bench. I say good news, it's 30 minutes too late in my opinion. Wilfred Nonto. Oh no, and Fulham are in. Jesus Christ. And Wilfred Nonto, it looks like he might be making an appearance in this game. It's on the 84th minute at the moment, and there's a shot there, but it's picked up nicely by Leno. It's not going to cause him any trouble. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Has Gracia got it wrong again? And Leeds need to be more clinical. There's still time for us to get a goal in this game. And that's a lovely ball played down the line, but Patrick Bamford's running towards the goal and not trying to pursue the ball there. I don't know what Patrick were doing there, because there's literally nobody there to pass the ball into him. Another substitution for Fulham, and it looks like Wilson's coming off, and that's another, I would say, a good bit of news for Leeds. But don't underestimate this Fulham side. They take one decent player off, they've got another one coming on. Pereira's going off as well, and the two players coming on to replace them, we shall know who they are in just a moment. We can't see at the minute because we don't have a camera angle on it. And it's Solomon and Kearney are coming on for number 11 Solomon and number 10 Kearney. So another couple of subs for Fulham. Disappointing as this for Leeds. You want a point. We can still get this point here if we pull our finger out. we've had a go at them. When we have had a go at them, they've not done right well here, Fulham. And Leno takes the ball, he pumps it up the pitch, and Leeds pick it out, and Matt Rocker pumps it back up the field into, I think it's Sinistera, but he can't get anywhere near it, unfortunately. Robin Koch goes in for the interception, and Wilfred Gnonto just goes charging into the back of the Fulham players there. I'm glad Wilfred's on, but God, I want to see more of him on the pitch for Leeds United. Patrick Bamford, tries to play a little ball into Wilfred Gnonto, but he just can't find him. It's cut out by one of the defenders, and the ball's now back up the other end of the pitch. It's Robin Koch who's got it, and he passes it to Meslier. Meslier puts his foot on it, just lets the lads just get themselves back into a bit of a shape, a bit of a formation. Good bit of play by Meslier, that. And Wilfred Gnonto's been pushed in the back there. Ref's not seen it. As he's about to get onto the ball, Willie Gnonto gets a shove in the back, and McKenny, Willian on the edge of the 18-yard box, fires it across the other side of the 18-yard box, and we're beaten too easily at the back there. Willie Gnonto's there to thump the ball down the pitch. No messing defending from Wilfred Gnonto. Pump it down there and let them rebuild, and then we can regroup, try and win it further up the pitch. Sounds much better to me, does that? At this stage, try and win the ball back. We can't score if we ain't got it, and I think Leeds have won a throw in there, but Williams down. He's holding a calf, and he's holding a thigh, and I don't know. It's a suspicion of cramp. I wouldn't be surprised if it's cramp, because he has put the mileage in today as that guy, and the speed. Paulina's still on the pitch as well. Cree Somerville, that was a lovely ball. And Sinistera tries to back flick it in, but it's Bamford on, and he flicks the ball onto Paulina. Paulina puts the ball in the back of the net for Leeds United. Thank you very much. We'll take that all day long, Paulina. And Williams' legs are going. I think he's not going to see out this game. It looks like he's coming off the pitch, and yet more minutes added on to this game. That's going to be in favour of Leeds United if we can pick a point up today. After coming back from a losing position, that's all. You can't ask for any more than that. We've been slack at the back again. 2 moments of slackness. Meslier under the spotlight. Christensen getting skinned by Willian all afternoon long, and it's Christensen and Willie Gnonto. Gnonto plays it into Christensen. Christensen tries to play a ball into the middle of the park. He should have just played the return pass to Gnonto, but he doesn't. He goes for glory, and there's nobody really in the middle of the park for Leeds. And it's Adam Forshaw, plays a crossfield ball. It's over on the Leeds left side now. I think Sinistera picks it up. Rocker. Just can't pick it up. Leeds are trying all sorts to try and get a goal. If they get a goal here, there's going to be I think at least 5 minutes of added time. 8 minutes of added time. I'm stunned corrected. And they're fighting for this goal at Leeds United. They just need to be a little bit quicker, a little bit clinical. Fulham look tired, and there's a ball tossed into the back post, but it's gone past everybody. But Willie Gnonto's picked it up, plays a little short ball. It's Forshaw, Gnonto. They're trying to double up on Gnonto, but they can't at the moment because everybody's in the middle of the 18-yard box. But Fulham have picked up the ball there, and it's deep in their 18-yard box. They're clearing it, but there's nobody to clear it to. Leeds have got all the avenues covered. Bart Rocker couldn't quite get there, but he's fouled. Bart Rocker. Referee plays play on. Sinistera. Oh, and there's another foul there, and the referee is going to blow up for that. It's Woba and Tete, I think it is, and it's a 50-50 ball, I think, but Woba gets to it first, and Tete, oh god, I mean, they've gone through each other there pretty much. It's Woba on Tete's shin, I think, or lower part of his knee. And he pulls his sock down just to have a little look, see what the damage is. There's not much there, probably just a grazing or something. 91 minutes 35. The Leeds fans hold their head. They know that they need something out of this match. Something out of this match would be very, very handy for us in this battle. As Leno picks up the ball, he takes the resulting free kick. Fulham won that free kick, incidentally. I don't know how they won that, but anyway. It is what it is. 92 minutes. And the ball's pumped over, but there's no control from Fulham, and Christensen heads it back safely to Meslier. Leeds now need to push up and just go for broke. We're just going to have to go for broke here, folks. We can't. We might as well just lose 3-1. I'd sooner see us lose 3-1 and at least try to get a second goal here, I think. There's no doubt in my mind. A corner, a penalty, a free kick, an error, a slip from the Fulham back line. Under a lot of pressure from Leeds, I think anything will do. If we can get a goal, that's all we can ask for. And Liam Cooper, or who is that? Is it Rocker? It's Rocker. I think Rocker's going to get a yellow card for that. Yeah. And there's another substitution happening. And it's Kearney, I think. Yeah, Kearney against Rocker. And it's Solomon. Yeah, Solomon. And he gets a little whack there on his shin for his troubles, but he's just on the edge of the 18-yard box, and it's not a good one to concede from Rocker. It's right on the edge of the 18-yard box, but it's going out towards the corner flag. A couple of yards in from the byline, so it's more danger for Leeds. Williams coming off and Cabano's coming on for Fulham, and a little bit more time added for Leeds on this one. And I think, is he just taken Somerville off? I missed that. Let me know what happened there, guys. I missed that because I was looking at something else. This lineup we should have started with without the threat. We are nothing. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't know what the point of putting Willie Nonto on at 84 minutes is. He should have been on minutes earlier, but it's the same story with Gracia. He's not making these subs early enough and not reacting to the situation early enough. We've gone 2 quick goals down there, I think, and we've managed to steady ourselves. But perhaps that's what he's waiting for Leeds to do, just steady themselves, and then he can, draw breath before making any substitutions. It kind of makes sense, but I'd like to have seen Nonto coming on a lot earlier. 95 minutes on the clock, 95 minutes 10 seconds coming up now, and it's Chris Somerville picks it up. He's 30 yards out, Forshaw into Nonto. Nonto surrounded into Christensen. Christensen tries to, I don't know what that was supposed to be, probably a cross, but it ended up being more like a shot from Christensen trying to beat he's trying to cross it. There's a little deflection into takes the ball into Leno, so Leno's picked it up. And the Leeds faithful are it's another disappointing afternoon for them down there at Fulham. As the 96th minute approaches, Cock picks up the ball. It's into Willie Nonto. Leeds have 3 minutes to try and get an equalising goal, and it's literally every man forward now. There's nobody in the Leeds half. Fulham are just retaining the shape, and it just needs another quick ball from Fulham and they'll finish as 3-1, I think. And if that's right, well done to Fulhamish for getting the correct result. And everybody else. And the Leeds fans, a lot of abuse being thrown at a couple of the players there. At the Fulham players as well. It doesn't affect our position, does it? This, of course. There's no games in play at the minute. I mean, they keep showing the as it stands. There's no point. There's no other games happening at the minute. But we are 32 played. The ones below us are 30. Southampton are 32 played, of course. They got a point, didn't they? Leno thumps up the ball. It's well into the Leeds half. 3/4 of the way up the pitch. There's a thump there from Cooper. He just sticks a leg out and tries to thump it back up the other end of the pitch, but it's found its way out to Fulham on the left hand side here. And Cabano is shoulder charged by Christensen, but Fulham retain possession in this corner here, and it looks to me like they're not even bothered about scoring a goal. They're just trying to retain possession, and Leeds need to get this ball out quickly. There's a slice ball there. Rocker clears it up to the halfway line. It's coming straight back. Bamford couldn't win it. Another ball up to the halfway line, and Patrick Bamford's being held. But Somerville can't get onto the end of it. Oh, what an opportunity that was. But there was a foul there, and the referee completely missed it. Bamford having his shirt ripped off his back. Nonto, we need to get Nonto into the middle here, and there's another foul there against Willie Nonto, and the referees wave play on because Leeds are in possession. It's 98 minutes 27 seconds now, 30 seconds over the recommended time. Willie Nonto picks up the ball, and there's a forward line of Leeds players up here. If this can get in, it's a poor cross, but we've got a free kick. I think it's from Cabano. And Ilian Meslier is running up from the Leeds goal into the 18-yard box. And can Leeds get something on this? This is the last throw of the dice. Is this for 1 point? It's 99 minutes. It's gonna be over very quickly if this goes missing. This corner ball. And it's Nonto. Oh. He just thumps it on the volley, and it goes wide of Leno's net, and that's it. It's just approaching 100 minutes, and that's the end of the action from Craven Cottage. Another disappointing result for Leeds United. But we've gone there, and I don't know. We seem better at attacking, but we're still slack at the back. We're still way off. Ilian Meslier is going to get another grilling under the microscope. I think he's going to be examined, and everybody else is going to be painstakingly looking at that goal that we've conceded. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's around there. The players are actually going over to the Leeds fans, applauding them. The Leeds fans are a lot of them are still there, and it's two massive games coming up for Leeds now, and we move on. We went there expecting another difficult afternoon. We've done really, really well, and then with just a couple of moments, I mean, Willian, he's just skinning Christensen all day long. Causes all sorts of trouble down that left-hand side, or Fulham's left-hand side, and Meslier, here comes the goal replay, and he's literally. I think if Meslier doesn't touch it, Wilson doesn't get to it. It's like that. But again, how have we allowed Willian to have all that time and space to get that cross in? Some of it, it makes me sick, mate. Absolutely sick. I'm sick as a parrot with this again. A hard day for Leeds down at Fulham. I don't think, you can come on and tell me what you think, what you thought of this game. Did we deserve something from it? I mean, I thought we deserved a. Well, no, I didn't. I didn't think we deserved anything from it. I thought Fulham were the better side. Let's be brutally honest. Leeds had a couple of efforts, a couple of chances, but we didn't look like. Again, we didn't look like we were going to get going until the second half. And a couple of changes were made, and 3 of those changes should have been made at half time. I thought. Aronson spends too much time on the floor, eating the grass. It's like having a cow in a white shirt, isn't it? It's he needs to keep on his feet and stop going down looking for the easy free kick, looking for the challenge, etc. That result puts Fulham on 31 played, 45 points, 2 behind Liverpool, and 3 from the European spots. Of course, Brighton are occupying that at the minute, but Brighton have 2 games in hand. Leeds, on the other hand, we're in another afternoon of wondering what's going to happen. How are we going to go down? Are the other 3 going to just stay there? A lot of the other streamers think that that's what's going to happen. A lot of the other Leeds streamers think that that's what's going to happen. You can join me for this watch along. Perhaps we'll extend it. Let me know if you'd like me to extend it. We can have a look at another game if you like. Liverpool, Forest, Brentford, Villa, Everton and Palace and Everton, Leicester and Wolves. So we need Wolves to win. We need Palace to win. Liverpool to win. So those are the 3 results we need to come in for us today. At least if that happens, there's going to be no changes at the bottom of the table, I don't think. Yeah. Must do better, Leeds. We must do better. The worst thing for us is if we don't get a result in the next 2 games, and we're going to talk about those in a minute or two. Of course, we've got Leicester City on the Tuesday, the 25th of April. I mean, for Christ's sake, So we're going to be doing a live watch along for that. It's an 8 PM kickoff at Elland Road. The next one, when I can scan through and find it, is Bournemouth. So 2 massive games for us, 6-pointers those all day long. I don't think we'll get anything out of Bournemouth. Out there, I've said it. I don't think we'll get anything out of Bournemouth. I watched them against Spurs the other night, last 15 minutes, and they were by far the better side. And if we're going to get anything from Bournemouth, my God, we're going to have to compete. We're going to have to come. We'll be fighting for our lives by then. And if we do get something from Bournemouth, that'll be pretty much as good as safe, I think. But we've still got to go on. We've still got to go on. We've still got to keep winning. Gutted. So, game finishes. Fulham versus Leeds. Let me say it's. I mean, I've done that wrong, haven't I? Fulham versus Leeds. It's Fulham 2, Leeds United 1. And that's it, folks. I think we'll call that one a draw, shall I say? Call that, I can't say that, can I? I'll just say that will end that stream there. Totally gutted for the lads. Not good enough again in defence, and again it's going to be even more worrying, isn't it? The match that's coming up, I can have any match on you like. If you want to join me for that, or if you want me to do a watch along, maybe you don't want me to do a watch along. Thank you so much for joining. If you did catch up on VOD, I do appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining. Remember, you could always smash the like button. Perhaps you're new to the channel. Perhaps you want to press the subscribe button, help my channel grow. That would be really, really kind of you. Take care of yourselves. We march on for this week. A huge week ahead of us. I'll see you there.